All right, this is medical math number 3. So for the ones that I have that are not circled, these ones that are circled, you'll see as I go, and they're totally different problems. So I'm gonna do those in a separate video. So these are dilutions. Okay, and so this is going to be the formula. It's written here as well. That you're going to be using. So C stands for concentration. And V stands for volume. So if we're looking at concentration 1 times volume 1 equals concentration 2 times volume 2. That's basically what all these, and you're going to plug in, and one of them is going to be an unknown, and then you're going to solve for X. So on this first one, we have a 70% solution in stock, but the prescriber wants a 30%. So how much of this needs to be mixed with water to make this 30% solution? So our concentration 1 is going to be 70. Okay. And then, well, I'll get to that here. It's going to be 70. Our volume 1, we don't know. We don't have a clue. We have to figure out how much needs to be mixed with the water. Concentration 2, we want to make the 30%. So that's going to be 30. And then volume 2, what we want, is 200 milliliters. So then we're just going to do the math. So we do 70x equals 30 times 200. 200 times 30 is 6,000. And then you're going to divide by 70, and you get 85.7142857. But this is, you round to the 10th. Okay, so that's how you do that. So let's jump down here to number 5. You can see the other ones I've circled. We're going to get to those. Okay, so for number 5, this one has a 3% solution, but they want a 0.4% solution. So what we're going to do is concentration 1 is 3. Concentration 2, we don't know. Volume 1, sorry. Concentration 2 is 0.4, and volume 2 is 60. Okay, so we have that. So we get 3x equals, we make 60 times 0.4 is 24, which we know to be 8. So we need 8 milliliters of the Sabe. But you need to look at what it's asking for. It says how much diluent in milliliters would need to be mixed with the 3% Sabe. So we know we need 8 milliliters of the Sabe. We know we need 60 milliliters total. So we're going to take the 60 and subtract 8. We get 52. So we actually need 52 milliliters of the diluent. That is our answer. I guarantee you that that's going to be an answer. Okay, so make sure that you are always reading. Okay, flip it over. We're going to jump to number 8. Yeah, okay. Number 8. So they requested a 23% acetic solution. We have an 80%. So we're going to plug into our formula. So concentration 1, we have an 80%. And concentration 2, we don't know. Volume 1, we don't know. Concentration 2 is 23. Sorry about that. And volume 2 is 150 milliliters. So we just do the math. It's pretty simple. 150 times 23 is 3450. and you divided that by 80, you get 43.125, which is 43.1 is what you're going to want to do of the milliliters, of the 80%. Okay. Number 9. Provider requests 45 milliliters of a 15% solution. You have a 100% solution. So how much should you mix of that 100% to prepare what you need? So we go ahead and here's our concentration 1. Volume 1 we don't know. Concentration 2 is 15. Our volume 2 is 45. We're going to do the math here. 45 times 15 is 675, which we know to be is 6.75 milliliters of the 15%. I went ahead and left that in the hundredths. It kind of depends on, because that's what it comes back to, even. But your answer might have been 6.8 milliliters. So you have to look at what your answer choices are. Okay, if it's both, I would go with this one. All right, then the last one I'm going to do is number 11. Provider requests 100 milliliters of the 35%, but you have a 65%. So what quantity do we need? Same old. Concentration 1, we have a 65%. Okay, volume 1, we don't know. Concentration 2 is 35. Volume 2, 100. So we do the math. 65x, 35 times 100, 3,500 divided by 65 gets you 53.8461538, so 53.8 milliliters of the 65%. Okay, and that's how you do dilutions. Tune in for my next video for allegations.